think it's 40%, they said, of that amount above 36,000. So you need to do your research, play the game, save the money, the minimum amount, so that you're not taxed, and then the next year you start again. Hey guys, my name is Dlamini and welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, you're so very welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Tell a friend that Spahle has a channel. Let's get into this episode. So in this episode, I wanted to share with you guys things that I do on my side from a financial perspective that helps me keep things in check. I must stress that this is not financial advice. These are just things that I do on my side to help manage my finances, and hopefully it helps you in a certain way. Also, this advice is centered around somebody who has a job, who is employed somewhere, gets a pay slip, and has their employer manage their tax and all of that. So those are some of the things that I don't necessarily have to worry about. So these are things that I do in my personal capacity just to support some of the savings that are structured within my employment contract. So firstly, looking at retirement, like I did mention, from an employment structure perspective, my organization already takes a pension fund for me. It puts it away. I think that's a really good thing, because if we left it to people doing it themselves, people might struggle during retirement time. So that is done on the side. But for myself, I did get advice from some of my family members about getting a retirement annuity. So there's a lot of companies that provide retirement annuity schemes or packages. I'm not sure what it's called, but basically it's an opportunity for you to put away money for retirement purposes. So you can do a lot of research to understand what goes into that, how much can you put in, the minimum cost or the maximum amount that you can put in. Retirement annuities are also nice because you can claim some of the money back from SARS when you are doing your returns. So that is a nice thing that you can do for yourself to get some money from your tax return, but it's also just a nice saving on the side that you can have outside of your pension fund. So that is something that I have taken up for myself. Another thing that I've done for myself is opening up an Ellen Gray account, I'll call it, so a fund. And basically that's another form of saving that I have for myself, and at least I'm able to have some discipline around that one, because you need to submit a notice and you also get penalized for withdrawing money. So it's not as easy to just access the money. You do get penalized, but it's a nice way to put money on the side. I could actually use as an emergency fund, because things do happen and you need to be able to access some money when things do happen. Just being proactive about planning for a rainy day. So that is something that I do through Ellen Gray, but there are other companies that can help you create that sort of fund. So I have a certain amount that goes in every single month. It increases every year as well, so it's an opportunity to stretch yourself as well. So that is something that helps on the side. Another thing to look at and consider is a tax-free savings account. So I know there's a lot of talks around that, and it's a nice way to save money without being taxed. So you're able to put money into that account up to 36,000 in a year. If you do, for instance, save up to 40,000, they will tax you, I think it's 40%, they said, of that amount above 36,000. So you need to do your research, play the game, save the money, the minimum amount, so that you're not taxed, and then the next year you start again. But it's a nice way to save money and also have a good amount of access to it as well. It's really important to be disciplined about these, because you do get penalized for withdrawing money randomly. So do understand the parameters around it. It's a good way to save money. It's a good way to also grow your money. There's certain interests that are added that can be benefits for you. Last but not least, it's just an exercise that I do, is budgeting and being realistic. Having a clear understanding and view of your budget is really, really important, and as important is being realistic about it. You could say, oh no, I only spend like 2,000 Rand on going out. and you might find that you go over to 5,000 rand. So you're not really being realistic, so you don't really have sight of where your money is going. So be realistic, be disciplined with your budget, pull out your bank statement, have a view of what it is that you spend on. There's apps that can also help you track your spending habits. Where's your money going all the time, so that you're able to track it and maybe direct that money to something else that's a bit more important or maybe a bit more tangible. But have a clear budget, understand how much money you have, how much money you're spending, and how much money you do have left over, so that if you do want to invest, you can invest that money. If you do want to pour it into something else, you're able to know how much you have in order to do that. So those are some of the things that I look at and also access to save some money. We're all in different financial situations. Some people are probably still trying to pay off their debts before they start saving. Some people need to consider other things. So get yourself in a good financial standing and then start working on saving for your future. I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode. Please let me know what stood out for you, what resonated with you. Share with me as well what other things that are working for you guys, because we always need something better or different strategy that works better to save money. So do let me know what you guys are doing. I will see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.